Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a visual.
I had a He's proud of it.
Well, hello, Hank.
Hello there. Hello,
Look at
boys
this
and
fabulous
girls.
set.
I know it. This is really cool.
I know. Thank you very much to Mashpee TV. Justin put this beautiful little set together, and we appreciate him very much. Also, big announcement, Mashpee TV is moving to HD, and they've got a fabulous new HD channel. Not that the other channel does not exist, but we've got all this great stuff in HD. So why do that to your eyes? Watch it the good way.
Right.
Right? 1072. 1072 is the channel in which you can get that. I think I'm just going to close out of the radio station at this point because that is just not working for us.
Okay. So if you're listening to us in the radio station, sorry.
Should I just leave it? Oh, okay. So it's working on the website, but not on the app. I'm not the technical person. You know this.
Yes. I'm not even close to being, so whatever he says.
What's going on with you, mister?
Oh, not much. You had an interesting day yesterday.
It wasn't even me. Let's preface this conversation with, I was alerted by one of the many people that have access to the Lemonade.io Facebook pages as I was doing all of my updating. You know, every single month I like to change the cover photo to one of our events because we do so many events. I love highlighting all the people and the things just to show. And it was one from Pickle Palooza that I swapped out the photo to. And I went on with my work day, and within 15, 20 minutes, I get a text message from Emily, our office manager, with a screenshot of somebody that was very unhappy that we had posted this photo, this cover photo of Pickapalooza. That's me. That's my husband. I never consented to having my photo taken. I want to take it down.
Okay.
And so I was like, I'm pretty sure that if you're at a public event, that here in the United States, that you are open to consent. We're not broadcasting. We're not anything. It's a photo. You're in the background. And I do want to say that I am pretty mindful when I do take group photos like that, not to get anyone's full on face, especially children.
And this wasn't full on faces.
No, it wasn't. None of them were there was no full on faces. There were sunglasses. People were sideways. Usually when I get photos of kids, I either ask them parents' permission or it's from behind. It's behind their back of their heads. You know what I mean? It's nothing where it's like very identifiable. So, you know, I just quoted the case law and said, I'll happily take it down. We don't have to, but I'm not a jerk. Sure. Emily said, do you want me to tell her or are you going to tell her? In the between time, this person had texted, I saw you saw my message. You know, I'm obviously adding tone that's not there when you're texting back and forth. I saw you saw my message. Take it down. It's still there. And I was like, whoa, now I really don't want to take it down, but I'm going to take it down because I don't want to deal with this. Swapped it in. We had some great photos taken of the Mashpee Farmers Market by Fleeting Moments. Thank you very much to Denise Pressman. You did a fabulous job. I cannot wait. There's like 200 fabulous photos. I can't wait to add for this. So it was no problem. I had just finished downloading a few of those photos, swapped it out. Well, it was still showing on the page. So then once again, another interaction with this human being. So I was kind. We were just like, hey, and by the way, you know, there are several people working on this page. It's not just one person that just ignored your request. But it wasn't a request, it was a demand.
A demand, yeah.
And then you were involved, Emily was involved, Cliff was involved, we had Bree, she's like, what's going on the page? I'm like, oh my gosh. Guys, it's been handled. Team. So good teamwork yesterday.
Yeah. And here's the thing, when we go around taking pictures, every Sunday I go around and I take pictures.
Yeah.
I always say, and I'm taking this for the website, click. I'm taking this for the website, click.
Yeah, and you don't have to.
The whole time. No, I don't have to, but I do it whether it's kids or a group shot.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm sure somebody have taken this for the, you know, because we're either wearing our market t-shirt or a Lemonade.io t-shirt or sweatshirt or something. So it's pretty clear who we are. You know, I didn't quite understand that whole exchange.
The interaction, right? Just because, do you feel like she was being overly dramatic? I feel like I handled it well.
Oh yeah, but I thought she was being, lots of times, I have to be careful.
Ah!
Lots of times I think people get overly dramatic
No.
with this, you used my picture thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, a lot of people, like, once again, just as a reminder, when you are in public and in public settings, there is no expectation of privacy. You are in public, therefore consenting to being in public and possibly being photographed. It's part of life now.
right.
Good morning, Miss
Hey,
Mari. Julie, thanks for joining us. Rick,
Julie?
Karen's everywhere.
Is that Julian?
Yeah.
Julian?
Checking in from Clearwater, Florida.
Julie, please tell us how it's going down there.
Yeah.
I think you guys are missing sort of the big hit. It's going up to Apalachicola.
There you go.
I think I said that.
Apalachicola.
Apalachicola in the, what they're calling the elbow. I never knew they called that portion of Florida the elbow.
Yeah.
But we've been talking with Julie and Andy and Peter and Allison and some of the other folks who are part of Eliminadio Land down in Florida. And
Miranda,
looks like
thanks
they've
for joining me.
dodged a bullet. Other folks have not. I watched the Weather Channel this morning, and you know they're saying now that the storm surge is unsurvivable.
That's terrifying.
That's a big word.
Yeah, right?
You never hear them say unsurvivable.
No.
One of the things I like about watching the Weather Channel is the graphics are so cool. All the things that they can do. And last night they had one of their forecasters, and they had her standing in what looked like 3 feet of water.
Yeah, because it doesn't take unless you get that poor reporter out getting wind whipped in their face.
Oh, no, this was in the studio.
Oh.
This was in the studio.
They made a
They graphically made 3 feet of water. And then she said,
those green screens, man.
And then she said, well, this is what happens if it's up at 6 feet. And of course, it's over her head. And then she says, and the storm surge is expected to be.
See, that's so much more fun.
10 feet. And like, oh.
That's so much more
And of
fun.
course, Jim Cantori was, I'm not sure where he is, but
yeah, whenever you see Jim Cantori, you don't want to be
hell's
there.
breaking loose.
Yep.
And there's always that one person who has to post. It's all fake.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Julie says 4 to 7 feet at Clearwater Beach today. So,
wow.
RTB, it's a picture. And Joan Rivers' voice, which I appreciate.
Right. You know, another thing that's going on down in Clearwater is one of the hotels is letting the locals park in their raised parking garage.
Oh, that's really nice. How much?
Oh, just free. You can.
That's nice.
But some of the other big name hotels aren't.
Oh.
And they're getting kind of kicked around at the moment.
I think
because there's nobody staying in the hotel.
Right, exactly. And I think that you need to just allow this to occur when you're in a point where this is devastating, unsurvivable.
Unsurvivable. I mean,
what are you going to do?
Yeah, they've taken the lifeguard shacks down. They've cleared everything off the beach, and it's going to roll right across the street, probably into some of the hotels that are street level. So it's going to be, and they're not used to that. This kind of weather used to be on the other side of Florida, not this side of Florida.
Yeah. Mari says, stay safe, everyone. Sethy Spice from Elastic Glam, Cape Cod's only glam rock show, says, men do tend to exaggerate. Things are bigger than usual. Thank you. What's up, Allison? Thanks for joining us on the show. It's Hank, it's Stephanie. We're here live at Mashpee TV. Once again, their HD channel, 1072. Make sure you go check it out. They are working on getting all of their programming
And
into
that's where
HD.
we will be?
No.
We're not going to be in HD?
No, we'll be in channel 22. We'll be the sounds.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Lemonadio is making strides.
We're a little too much for HD.
I think we're a little too much for HD, personally. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to feel the need. I watched, speaking of which, this is where my brain went, my ADHD brain, with Ellen yesterday. So I did sit down and watch her stand-up special.
Yeah.
And she said she stopped using Botox and fillers because she's no longer on TV. She goes, well, I look a little older since the last time you saw me.
Did she?
Because I'm a little older. No, not really. But she's like, because I am a little older.
Yeah.
But then she said she did stop using all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, for a person that didn't care about what people thought of me, I certainly used a lot of stuff on my face. For someone who didn't care about anything. She did definitely poke fun at herself and in the moments of her cancellation.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really good. And I found it graceful.
Mm-hmm.
I did actually enjoy it. You know, it was her regular perceptive humor that she does that is just very matter of fact delivery. And also she said it took her a long time to do this, didn't think she was going to do this because she couldn't find the funny in the situation. But she was able to find the funny in the situation and share it a little bit. The audience was really great. And I really did enjoy it. Portia came out at the end, totally fake cry. Anybody else is watching this, please rewatch this. Either that or Portia didn't give up the Botox and the fillers because it just seemed disingenuous to me. She's like, let's go. And she's also an actress who I love.
Oh, yeah.
Ellen's wife.
Oh, yeah.
So,
but you know what? I think Ellen had her run.
Yeah.
It's too bad it ended in the way that it did.
Well, she said she's got a third cancellation in her. You know, she was canceled for being gay and she was canceled for being mean. And now she's can't wait to get canceled for being old.
Oh.
So she's got one more in her. Mean, old, and gay is what she said, which I loved. Good morning, Slater. Hey, Laurel. Thanks for joining us on the show. Alicia and Tim.
And Ellen was always an easy target for people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have a choice, but I feel like this is good. You're taking the power back out of the cancellation.
Right.
Like, regardless, I still have enough money, even if nobody wanted this, to put on this Netflix show, and I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to fill the audience.
Good.
And this is the way I say goodbye on my terms.
Good. Around here, she was a target because, and I don't remember the person's name, but there was a person who suffered from that disease that makes you progressively older, even though you're not.
Progeria.
Thank you. And he went down.
I'm actually right.
He went down to be on the Ellen show, to go in the audience and everything else. And there was this expectation that she would talk to him.
Yeah.
And for some reason she didn't. And there were certain people in the Boston media who never let that go.
Oh, okay.
That she didn't talk to him when she like walked right by him or something like that. When I always thought she may not have even known.
Right.
You know, that this person was there to stop.
And there was a lot of explanation in her show about stuff like that. She said, you know, the Ellen show is my show. I'm Ellen. However, nobody's mad or expecting Ronald McDonald to run all of the McDonald's. And I was like, you know what? You're not wrong. I did like that analogy very much, whether there's a 9 gazillion chain McDonald's, very different than one Ellen. So
speaking of McDonald's, I saw a story this morning that people are going to fast food restaurants less because of the increasing prices. You know,
I ran through because we live here in Mashpee, and one of the only places open past 9 p.m. is Wendy's.
Right.
And my son is always like, well, you're driving right by Wendy's. Can you just get me the this, the this, the this? $30 later at the drive-through for the fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
I could have just gone to a regular restaurant and got you a nice dinner.
Right.
Earlier.
And got you a cheeseburger to go.
Right.
It would have cost less.
Exactly. So I do understand why the change of fast food, we're working on what we're putting into our bodies. I think we're talking about that conversation a little bit more. And I don't know what the cost of food is, maybe blanketly more expensive, even for the lower end food tier.
Right.
It's really expensive.
Yeah. I mean, for the longest time, they were, well, during COVID, they were the only option.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go out and get something. But it does seem, I've had the same reaction when.
Gone are the days of the $5 in and out of here. Here's your Happy Meal. And we had a cheap dinner. It's not a cheap dinner anymore.
No, and this article.
And it's bad for you.
This article talked about the CEO or whatever of McDonald's saying, well, it's not the prices, it's the perception. No, I think it's the prices.
No, it's my wallet. My wallet, is it my perception? No.
Right. I mean, the times we've gone to Wendy's, I've always thought, what?
I know.
You want how much? But I didn't know. Yeah, well, I guess I did.
Usama, feel free to come on to our show and have a conversation about prices and what's going on. because I'm curious all the way around. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
curious.
I've been so trained to the higher prices now that Mariana and I went to McDonald's earlier this week, and I was shocked that it didn't cost as much as I thought it was.
Yeah, right. You didn't have to get rid of a cat or mortgage anything.
No,
so
no.
it wasn't a bad day.
It was $25 for the two of us, which
All
is
right.
outrageous, but it could have been worse.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do? Good morning, Nate. No, I cannot believe that October is right around the corner. Tomorrow, on You're Stuck. I can't say it here because we're at Mashpee TV and I can't say the swear word. Ayana Parent has a podcast on Lemonadio, and September is Addiction Awareness Month, also Suicide Awareness Month, and she addresses both of those. Trigger warning, but it is valuable information, I believe. And that episode will be out tomorrow, and we will be airing that here on Lemonadio just to have a conversation and a dialogue about it.
Good.
We talk about uncomfortable things here too. So it's not
Right.
always light and fluffy, but Hank and I try and keep it light and fluffy
we
for
try.
sure.
We try.
We do our best.
I mean, I can't believe it's almost October because I looked at the sticker in my window in my car and there was a 9 on it. I went, oh, think I need to get my car inspected.
Oh, yeah. All those fun milestones every month where you look at it and you're like, I got time. I've got time.
No, you don't. And when you get your car inspected now, they don't, they do the renewal as of the date you renew.
Right.
So if you are in September, but you don't go till October 15th.
I feel like I single-handedly made them do that because I would always skip a month. Every time, like at very end of the month, wait for the next one, skip a month.
Right.
Like just make it a little bit longer. My 13-month sticker, not my 12-month sticker.
Right. Yeah.
They were
yeah,
like,
they
all right,
don't-
no more
they don't do that.
Stephanies.
So that's your fault.
Yeah, it's probably,
thank you.
it's a Stephanie rule.
Thank you. Oh, I have to
Nate,
do that today. I got to go get my car inspected.
get me that signature biggie bag. What is with the biggie bag? My husband likes that too. No,
The
stay
biggie
away
bag?
from it.
The
It's
biggie
a
bag?
fast food Wendy's thing.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Patrice. Thanks for joining us on the show here for Mashpee TV. Like I said, don't forget their new channel. It's in HD, 1072.
Oh, we're not on it.
No, we're on channel 22. That's where we belong, Hank. It's okay. I was talking to Chris Ball here at Mashpee TV, and they cover a lot of the Mashpee football games. So this week we had to push our Friday Night Lights game to Saturday
Because?
during the day. So that's what I was asking, because you know when you get information from a 15-year-old,
Oh, yeah.
it's most of the time the trickle down effect, not exactly all of the information. And when you ask the but whys to your 15-year-old, they don't really have very many answers.
No, they just told you what they knew.
Right. So he's like, oh, so-and-so is worried about Triple E. That's why we're not, because we are in a mosquito
Right.
situation
Right.
here. I said, oh, is it because of the mosquitoes? I was asking Chris, and he goes, well, part of that, it's something to do with the MIAA doesn't want games after dusk right now. Because of that.
Oh.
So they could have had it earlier on Friday, but there's another rule that it can't have 2 games within 5 days. And since they got pushed back to Sunday for Nantucket, they have to push their game back to Saturday.
Okay.
So this is why I knew there was more than just one reason why, because my son had to push his day, and he's been playing varsity.
That's great.
I know. He sent me his little huddle video because I missed the game. Obviously, they were on Nantucket. It was a crazy day. We had the Mashpee Farmers Market, where this week Oplasis is back. So if you're looking for something to do with the kids and you just want like a low key,
Right.
here's food, here's fields, here's a bunch of snacks, here's some great vendors and some live music. We've got Bryce Thomas, who is also a Mashapean, performing for us. So we're looking forward to that.
Any theme this week? Or
No theme this week.
Yep.
We are just, food, chill, come, because I know there's a lot of other fests going on.
Right.
There's Doxy Day happening at Cape Cod Beer, and there's something, Love Local. So we're just going to have a chill, relaxed, come, listen to some
Okay.
guitar music, put your feet in the grass. It's going to be a cloudy day. What are you going to do with the kids anyway?
And the grass
And Lauren will
won't
be
wet.
there. Yeah, it won't be wet.
It won't be.
No, no.
Okay.
Today is the only day I think that we're expecting rain
Okay.
today.
All right.
Not like what's happening in Florida.
No.
I think it's
No.
just going to be cloudy this
No,
week.
but in a couple of days, you'll hear the weather forecaster say this is the remnants of,
Yeah.
because it'll eventually.
What's up, Tobias? Everybody
Around.
is so excited for you to head on over to Bailey's. Tobias is another one of our hosts here at Lemonade.
The cowboy hat guy, right?
Cowboy hat guy. He is quite a character. We absolutely adore him. And he's going to be doing music bingo over at Bailey's.
Super.
So we light that back up on Tuesday, 6 until 8, Bailey's Surf and Turf. Definitely delicious. And I love the fact that they've got like that big light up sign right on Cranberry Highway.
Yep.
It's like music bingo. You're going to be in lights this week, Tobias. You fancy, my friends. What's up, Megan? I want to see pictures of the new haircut. Very excited. She posted a video the other day of a raccoon that was stuck in her dumpster.
Oh, really?
So here she is trying to save the raccoon from her dumpster. I'm like, get away from that thing. You're going to get rabies.
Oh, you don't want it to bite you.
It's like, because you'd be the one, because you're like me, that will end up in the hospital with like 47 shots to your stomach. Like, I tried to save the raccoon. We're those people. Right? Exactly. I saw that San Diego Zoo had its first ever live aardvark birth.
Really?
It looked so cute. I told my daughter, I said, you better get over there to this. She lives in San Diego. I said, get over there and go see that baby aardvark. In fact, I might even fly out to see the baby aardvark over my child.
I have to look for that.
Right? Super stinking cute.
Yeah. And San Diego is a pretty cool place to live.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway.
She's back to school.
It's always sunny in the 70s.
Yeah. But she's back to school. She had a summer off. This was her first year like teaching.
Yeah.
So like dealing with that weird in between time of being off and trying to figure out how I can remain being a professional. But you know, she's 26. Yeah. Right. So it's like, how do I remain being a professional, but also I need to make money and pay my bills.
Right.
So, you know, her summer of working in a club and a vape store and transfers back to now I'm teaching again. Okay, no, right.
I have to be serious.
This hat off, this hat on.
And responsible.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're 26. You're learning these things.
Right. And sometimes it's hard to be responsible.
Yeah, right. She said it came to me. It came at me like a spider monkey. I knew it.
Speaking of spiders.
What?
There is a Jordo something or other flying spider.
Right, the scary ones.
That's up on Beacon Hill in Boston.
Is it because it's election season?
I don't know. I saw the news. See, I get up in the morning and I get my coffee and I check to make sure Stephanie hasn't said, no, not today.
No, I haven't canceled.
and then I sit down and I watch the news, and big story this morning about this. I think it's called Jordo.
Oh yeah, we've all seen the pictures of it when it was first threatened to be on the East Coast.
Yeah, no, it's here.
And so now it's here in Boston. Awesome.
Yes.
Just what I love spiders.
It's Joro, not Jor. Right. Yes.
I don't need a photo of it. We don't like spiders here. Adam says here in Florida, Godspeed to all.
Yeah, it's on Mount Vernon Street. And it can get to be as big as a woman's hand.
Not that a woman's hand.
A woman's hand.
It's the difference, but I think my hands are bigger than my husband's. Okay, I'm adding them now. Do you ever remember that episode of King of Queens when they did the painting of Carrie and her hand?
Yes.
Your hands look like a man. Size of a woman's hand, huh?
Yes.
156 mile an hour winds. Well, hold on, Adam.
Yeah, it's serious down there.
Helene.
Helene, yes. Yeah, it's and again, they're not used to this kind of weather on that side of Florida.
Yeah, well, the Red Sox are not going to be rushing down to their spring homes anytime soon.
Eliminated last night, finally, but they're in contention for 159 of 162 games. And given how bad we thought they were going to be, that's not bad, you know.
And meanwhile, we're actively searching for a quarterback.
Yeah, it's a little confusing what's going on with the Patriots and Jacoby Brissett and Drake May, and do they need somebody else? Because
we already knew this.
Because Jacoby Brissett is getting the crap beat out of him because the offensive line is horrible, and Drake May, well, he's the first round draft choice, so you really don't want to put him in and get the crap beat out of him, because look at what happened to Mac Jones and Jim Plunkett, if you remember all the way back then. So yeah, it's interesting. But speaking of football and quarterbacks, Brett Favre announced that he has Parkinson's disease.
Really, really sad.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yep.
That's just a terrible way to go.
Who was a pretty good quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings, when he heard the Brett Favre announcement, he announced that he had dementia.
Well, I mean, how many times can you get hit like that?
Well, how many
before?
concussions did Brett Favre say he had?
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Did that contribute to the Parkinson's? Probably. I
Probably.
don't know. But that's just awful.
You know.
Being a prisoner in your own body, that's just terrible.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, I mean, back when they were all playing, it was, oh, you just got your bell rung.
Yeah, right?
It'll clear. Get back out there.
Yeah, I know. Well, suck it up, Buttercup. That's how we
Right.
were taught things. Now
Yeah.
we know a little bit better.
Right.
Nate says, I love Gerard Mayo with Bentley going down. They named the safety Kyle Digger as a new captain.
Right.
Great new captain. Make something happen, please. Let's win
Good
some
player.
games.
No,
Thank
good,
you.
Good player. But they're just not going to be that good. And they're just going to be scurrying this year. So, you know, we'll eventually be, you know, organizing the junk drawer in the kitchen. You know, we'll still, I think we'll still turn the game on, but it's going to be, we'll
It's
organize the
background
junk drawer in
noise.
the
It
kitchen.
hasn't been upgraded to making snacks
No.
TV anymore.
No.
We used to, like, it was a field trip of what app we were going to make for the game. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
it was an event.
Right.
Now it's like it's on in the background and we're doing household chores. This
Right.
is
Well,
where I'm at in football season.
in real estate, we never had open houses on Sunday afternoons when
Right.
the Patriots were playing.
Yeah.
Because it was
Worthless.
pointless.
Yeah.
'Cause nobody was coming. Now we're doing an open house Sunday afternoon
Yeah,
because
might as well.
there's not that same.
Well, and also we have
Right.
1:00 games, so it's
1
like,
o'clock
yeah,
games, yeah.
right. By 3:00, everybody's ready to. What are we doing?
What are we doing? Right.
It's time to go.
Right. And they're in San Francisco Sunday, and well, San Francisco, they're a really good team. They're injured too, however. So
Hopefully,
maybe-
we play up to the level.
Maybe I don't know. Just,
We're hoping for the best here, Hank.
right.
Just like my question today, how do you get through an 8-hour day? Like, how do you do it? I'm looking for creative answers. I'm looking for something fun, maybe a mind game you can play with yourself, maybe sort of a trick, maybe
Yeah.
something. Somebody said snacks, and that always works.
Right.
Just how do you power through on a day where you just don't want a day? Just don't want to do it.
Yeah. I need a nap to get through an 8-hour day.
Yeah.
now, but,
Okay.
You know,
Sometimes a little power nap goes a long way.
I've always taken a power nap.
But when the power nap goes on into like then you're all groggy and you don't know whether
Right.
it's day or night, and then you're all thrown off in your whole schedule.
In my 30s,
Fine
I was
line.
taking a power nap when I came home from work
Yeah.
for 20 minutes, and bang, I was up and then ready to go for the night.
Yeah.
But power nap's a little longer now.
Yeah.
but-
You're not the only one. That was
No.
me yesterday. Cliff got a picture of me and the cat, both of us just like, listen, I need 20 minutes to recoup and not look at a screen. For me, it's just staring
Right.
at computer screens all day. It
Yeah.
messes with my brain. So there is the new It drink. If you do
Uh-huh.
not like pumpkin spice lattes, if you are so over these nasty fall flavors,
Mhm.
there is a new big girl on the block.
Which is?
It's the Pecan Crunch. The Pecan Crunch,
Ooh.
made with oat milk, if you would like it. I like it. All of those sound good to
And
me.
where do you get that?
Starbucks. They're the ones who set the drink precedent.
Oh, yeah. I talked on Monday on lunch break with Hank about the whole, drink thing and pumpkin spice. And it's Starbucks' fault. But what's
You
happened
did
is,
this.
what happened is Starbucks can't control it now. And what I thought was interesting in the information that I had was that most people get one a year, maybe two. And I think those of us who don't drink it seem to think that those people who do order it every day. And in
Right.
fact, according to the facts and figures from Starbucks and elsewhere, they really don't.
No, it's a treat.
Right. But you're not ordering it every day.
Right.
I can't imagine.
Either that or, you have one or two and then you're like, oh, I love this. And then you have it for like 2 weeks and they're like, I never need to have it again.
Right.
I've got it forever. The flavor has been embedded. I'm okay with
Yep.
it.
Yep. Or like, okay, this is enough. This is-
Or you're like my friend Jen, who orders blueberry iced coffee for as long as they have the syrup available.
blueberry.
I don't get it. She loves it.
I don't. Where does she get blueberry? Starbucks probably.
No, Dunkin'.
Dunk has blueberries?
Yeah.
Not that I would order it.
I don't know if they still have it. I don't know when that goes away, when it comes in flavor. It's probably like June or July when their blueberry
Well, I
syrup
don't know.
comes out.
Let me look. Let's see.
It's really not that pressing.
We're doing on the air show prep, folks. We can keep talking. I can do two things at
What's
once
up,
here.
Tori? Thanks for joining us. Nate, how do I get through an 8-hour day? I joke around with people or flame. Got to laugh throughout the day, 100%. I'm laughing all day. No one's laughing back at me. They're just yelling at me for putting their picture on social media without their permission. So that was a lot yesterday. I
really
did like
was.
the fact that the whole team got involved.
Yeah. Oh no, we were wrong. Did you say this? What's going
The
on? Who's
whole
gonna do
team
this?
was
Who's gonna do
involved
that?
yesterday.
Yep.
Kind of like a situation I have going on with a couple of my girlfriends.
Yes.
The whole team was involved.
Yes.
It's just drama.
Uh-huh.
It's escalated drama between two of my friends, and it's a lot.
Oh really?
And I'm trying not to be in the middle of any of it. I'm trying to be Switzerland,
Uh-huh.
and
And are you
is
succeeding?
no, I am not. I've been in it.
Mhm.
I'm in it. I don't want to be in it. Take me out.
We're getting a taste now of middle school drama
Oh, so fun.
with Mariana. I picked her up yesterday and I said, "So, how was school?" All the way home.
Yeah.
With this one and that one, and somebody called somebody this and that, and then they decided enough was enough, and they
Yeah.
went down to see the counselor, and they're like what? You've been in school like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had the email come out yesterday. Thank you, Sherry Vinitsky, who does a really good job of keeping the Mashpee Middle High School community engaged in activities that are going on, but they are already doing a no bullying
Yeah.
conversation for everyone. And I was privileged to get together yesterday with a bunch of community leaders at a community meeting. And one of them is an anti-bullying group.
Mhm.
And I invited her to table at the Mashpee Farmers Market
Oh,
at
great.
any point because, it's just good information.
Yep.
It's a good way. It's a good protocol. We're learning here how to talk to people again. I know it's weird, but they really communicate with each other on social media. They communicate through their games.
Yes.
They communicate in their apps. And the stuff that I hear coming out of my 15-year-old's mouth,
Mhm.
I'm like, you're talking to people like that?
Yeah.
And no, it's a game. I'm like, I don't care if
Don't
it's a
care if it's a
game.
game.
Like, you don't have to swear like that
Oh,
or
yeah.
say those words to each other. It is like wild.
I mean, the language Mariana was telling me yesterday that this one particular person who
Mhm.
was of concern was using, I was like, what? How did he? It was like, where did this possibly come from?
Yeah. Well, Megan said, I wish I could speak to kids about the long-term effects of bullying. It's been like out of control, crazy.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people don't, kids especially, and I even think adults too. You don't recognize it at first.
Yeah.
You dismiss it as, oh well, they had a bad day.
Yeah.
They lost their temper. They're really not that way, but then they do it again.
Yeah.
Again, and apparently the situation yesterday that Mariana was talking about, this person has been like again and again and again.
Yeah.
And it was beyond where they could say, oh well, he's just being a jerk today.
Yeah. I'm
Apparently
so
he's been a jerk
thankful
since day
that
one.
my son is like the anti-bullying king. He's like,
Well,
I don't
he's
know.
also huge.
Well, he's big, but also he had 3 sisters. So he has dealt with all bullying his entire life.
But I don't think anybody's going to bully him.
Well, he is also a person that he can't stand for it if he's around it. So
Right.
he'll interject or intercede a
Yeah.
situation that he sees that's unjust.
Mhm.
He's the fair police.
Right. And people and kids will pay attention if he stands
Well, that's
up.
it. Really.
Because when he stands up, you pay attention.
But you need the people like that to say something and not just let it happen. And I think that more people are standing up for themselves and
Yep.
for others
Yeah.
and saying, hey, that's not okay. And we don't talk to each other like that,
Right.
regardless of where we are and who's around or who's bigger, more popular, or better.
Yeah.
So I think just the constant dialogue of that conversation needs to continue
Right.
to happen.
And he has a certain cachet because he's a football player.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, I think so. I think in school.
Well, I mean, he was teased a little bit, when he was little, he's like chubby and the lazy eye and then this and then that. And he was just never going to have anybody bullying him
Right.
ever.
Right.
I got enough of that crap for my sisters. You're not going to give it to
Right.
me. No.
But kids will pay attention if one of the people on the football team
Yeah.
stands up and says, no, we're not going to do this.
Yeah. Now he's a big righteous dude. So
Right. A righteous dude. I like that.
he is.
I
That's
like
how he
that.
purports himself at any rate. So I
Yep.
appreciate that a
Yeah,
lot.
and you should be proud of him. He's a really good guy.
Thank you very much. He is a good kid.
I
What's
mean,
up,
he
Lauren?
puts up with a lot every Sunday, putting on costumes and doing all kinds
He
of
loves
things.
it, Hank. Nobody likes his money. He's like Squidward. That's great. I'll do it. Where's my money? Mom, how much do I get paid for this? What am I buying?
Right.
Oh he bought the stupidest gloves for the football. They're like $80 gloves. I'm like, aren't you on defense? do you need those gloves? No, he's playing offense right now, and he's actually moved up to a lot of varsity play. So he's very excited. And
Yeah.
to see him spending money on equipment and things that he likes to like
That's good.
feel
That's
like a
excellent.
jazzed up player. I love it so much. Lauren from O Places. Hello, I miss your face.
Hey, Lauren.
She's going to be joining us at the Mashpee Farmers Market this Sunday with all of her just energy. We've missed
Right.
your energy big time, Lauren.
Yeah, we will see you there, although Mariana starts confirmation class. on
Oh,
Sunday.
look at that. It's happening.
We're not happy.
Well, it was one of those things that I'm glad my parents made me finish and complete.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is my choice. I don't have to do this. And they're like, your choice is to finish. That's
Right.
what your
Yeah,
choice
exactly.
is.
That's what we're telling Mariana. You've got to learn this stuff, and then you can make your own decision.
Right.
But you can't, and we're all united on this.
Yeah.
Me and Mari and Logan and
Well, that's it. You need to present a
Meg,
united front if you want them to do
you know,
this.
we all did it, and then you decide what you want to do after that.
Yeah.
But it's not fair to you if you don't have all the information.
Don't you want to get married in the Catholic Church?
Who knows?
Have the option. That's all we're saying. You'll have the option.
Right.
You won't be like my husband who had to go to CCD class for a year as a grown-up to marry me.
Oh, poor Cliff.
His grandmother, all of his aunts were all his little sponsors. They were all in like the second row giving him little envelopes. We're 30. We were already married. It just wasn't recognized by the Catholic Church. It was hysterical. It was very, very funny. And that was because we wanted to get the kids baptized. So it's like chasing that. And I say
Right.
that same thing with the education
Mhm.
with our kids. I'm like, just get your education, get it out of the way.
Right.
That way you can pursue what you want to do without that barrier
Mhm.
to getting stuff done.
Fortunately, now, if the priest is smart, there's a lot of questions they don't ask.
Yeah.
You know, if
Don't
if
ask,
you
don't
come
tell.
and say, I want to get my child baptized, are you Catholic? As long as one of you are Catholic, great.
Yep, we're good.
And they go, because putting all this other stuff in the way just doesn't work.
We're losing bodies, people.
Right. That's why
Kidding.
on Sunday mornings or Saturday afternoons you've got an older demographic, shall
Well,
we say?
this
sitting in
past
the
Sunday,
pews.
8:30 mass was hopping. I don't know what was going on, but people had things to do. They wanted to get in and get out and get on with their day.
Yeah,
It
I was there. It
bumping.
was jamming. There was nothing special going on. Yeah, but the place was mobbed.
Yeah, right. So I don't know if everybody's back from their summer activities.
Could be. Well, the summer people have left,
Yeah,
so it's just
it's
just the
safe now.
locals
We can all come out locals.
It's just locals now. But
What's up, Gloria? Looks like you had a tough day yesterday. I'm just checking in with you, sending you my love, and hope you're doing all right. Oktoberfest is in full swing. I am loving watching TikTok reels and the likes
Mhm.
because those Germans start Oktoberfest in September.
Uh-huh.
And I am fascinated with how they can carry so many steins. These tiny, tiny little women
Uh-huh.
carrying like hundreds of pounds of beer because it's
Mhm.
strategically
Right.
placed like it's a Tetris game that I was never privy
Yeah,
to.
all the St. Pauli girls.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I absolutely am loving it. And especially I like the janky celebrations. It's the one that's at like Tom's Tavern or wherever it is.
Oh, okay.
And it's like the old drunks of the neighborhood coming
Oh.
out with their like sloppy lederhosen. They look like they've been there all day. They're trying to dance on tables and they're breaking tables. I'm like, I'm very much enjoying the less glamorous side of Oktoberfest.
That's not how you celebrate. It's the fact that you were celebrating.
That's it. It's the neighborhood celebrate. I like a good janky celebration.
right. Organize one for your neighborhood.
Yeah. Laura and I, one baptized, one not. My husband is. We're not. We're a mess and not Catholic. It doesn't matter.
It really, it's all going to get sorted out up there. Don't worry about
You're
it.
right. Are you a good person? Did you do good works? I think you're allowed in. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
But
Oh, the Pope stepped in it this week or last week.
what now? Isn't he sick?
No, well, he's got the flu or something,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he was somewhere and he started saying that, some other religions are different paths to God.
What?
And of course, if you're a hardcore Catholic, the only path to God is being a Roman Catholic. And the people who don't like him are just going berserko, because there he goes again. He's not on board,
Do your best.
but he is on board. See, he gets it. That's the problem.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a cafeteria Catholic. I take what I like and I leave the rest to
That's
move
right.
on.
As most of us are.
I'm moving on with my day. I got a chance yesterday to catch up with Miranda. Miranda Van Allen is, which I did not know, an actual marine biologist.
Really?
But she's from Chatham Harvesters.
Oh, that's what Mariana wants to be.
Yeah,
a
our
marine
fabulous
biologist.
seafood fisheries. So it's like their CSA. So let's talk to Miranda and find out what's going on, because they've got some new fall fish shares
Oh.
I'm going to talk about. So here she is.
Miranda, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
I had such a funny story yesterday when I was trying to connect with you. I had a minute and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to talk to Miranda about the fall fish share. And so I sent you, who I thought was you, a text message. And they were like, I'm not getting the email. And they're like sending me these empty emails. And then I'm realizing I'm texting someone totally different.
Oh, no.
Someone, it was one digit off from your actual phone number.
Oh no.
So it was a total random human being that was totally messing with me. So I'm like, oh my God, now I'm actually talking to Miranda, because I realized I was sending the wrong email to someone. And I sent you it like 15 times. So that's why you got 47 emails from me, because someone was like, send it again. Because they were messing with me.
That's okay. I'm just really thankful that I was able to, receive the opportunity to be on.
Oh my gosh. So Chatham Harvesters, I want you to talk about what it is that you do. And we've had such wonderful success with you at our first ever Mashpee Farmers Market this season. And I'm so excited to have you here. And you've got the fall fish share, you've got a party coming up, and a little bit about your community fisheries. So talk to me.
Yes. We have a lot of things going on. We have our fall fish share coming up that starts October 1st to December 31st. And that is our fall season that you can go and load a balance. And it's very personalized. It could be $100, it could be $500. It's really what you feel like you'll end up eating throughout the season based on how much seafood you eat. And you go every week or every other week onto our website to see what fish we have available. Put in an order, and then I pretty much take care of the rest from there. I go ahead and I manually process all of those orders, any reloading of your balance. If you're a new member, I'd be taking care of that as well. So I am your first point of contact when it comes to anything, any questions related to your fish share. And it comes with a really great benefit of meeting your fishermen. You get to know firsthand where your fish comes from, which is where our transparency comes from. We tell you who caught it, on what day, and where they were fishing on it.
I love that.
And it really ties in your connectivity to what you're eating. You get to know the stories behind these fishermen, and especially at our seafood festival this Saturday, we have all of those fishing families coming together and sharing their stories with all of our members. We have members coming in from all different seasons, fall, summer, spring and winter, just coming together to talk about how much they've really appreciated what we do throughout the year. And so this festival is really just a big thank you from us to them. So
maybe you can break it down for someone that's never participated in a CSA or a share type of thing, and they really are unsure of what it is that you do and the service that you provide.
Yeah, a CSA, so that's a community supported agriculture. And weekly, if you are a part of a CSA, you'll usually get a box of produce from that farmer. And it's usually pretty what's available, right? It's very seasonally based. And we're not too far off from that idea.
Yeah.
With RCSF, the community supported fisheries, you're able to get the same seasonality of our produce, I guess, like our fish, but you do have the option to what you would like to have in your orders. So typically, like, you can go on and select whatever you would like. We have a range of different fresh flash frozen seafood that you can pick from, and then we also have these value added products that we've made from underutilized overabundant species. It's just a really great way to kind of promote the like the eating of those certain fish that aren't usually seen in grocery stores.
Mhm.
So we started off with a dogfish cake. It's called our shark bite. It's super simple, but it's very delicious. It makes for a really great like base for a like a poached egg with hollandaise sauce. Awesome that way. We are currently in the works of experimenting with a monkfish cake, and we have two right now. It's a Parmesan and a black bean styled fish cake, and they're both
Yum.
very delicious. I'm very much looking forward to serving that on Saturday. We do fish stocks and chowders and pies and everything that's warming and filling, perfect for fall, great for the season coming up. And we actually did some smoked tuna fish.
Interesting.
And we are definitely trying to like work out what makes the smoked tuna perfect. But we have nailed the smoked bluefish. That one is such a huge hit for every market we go to. Every member loves a new batch whenever we make it. So we're just kind of slowly toying and experimenting, and we're having a lot of fun doing that too.
And I love the fact that you've been doing like cooking demos and stuff. I would love to see more of that, because whenever if I come back from the farmer's market and I've got whatever leftover produce or whatever is happening, I pretend I put on my own little fake cooking show. And I'm like, what are we making today?
Yeah, I love that too.
Right?
Especially when you find like, yeah, your local abundance, and I get more excited to cook something delicious with it. I actually just did that last night with the carrots that I grew, and I did like a sheet pan roast with
Yum.
carrots and some potatoes and butternut squash from Capabilities. And
Perfect.
it was perfect. Yeah. And so having that excitement go towards our cooking demos is, you can see it in every chef that we've used. They get so excited about using a different fish that they've probably never used before.
Yeah, right. It gives a little challenge. And like, let's be honest. We eat all day, every day. We get bored. It's easy to get bored.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just don't want like a ground turkey or a chicken or your
Mhm.
salmon that you always gravitate to, and so to have like a golden tilefish dinner, where you're like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with that. We have
Right?
such an elaborate list of recipes on our blog that Shireen and myself have put together, and it really is a lot of fun. I actually just did a cooking demo this past Friday for the Council on Aging in Chatham. And they
Cool.
had a blast. We ate those experimental monkfish cakes, and we got great feedback. It was great texture and taste all around. They loved the aioli that I served with it. So I love getting to see that people love what we cook for them, and being able to, ask on like local chefs. We had one of our fish share members. She cooked and did a cooking demo for our other members. Her name is Kay Benarock. She has been a culinary instructor for several years, and has always been very intrigued on different cultures, cuisines. And so she made this delicious like Thai fish cake, and it was
Ooh, that
awesome. It
sounds
really was.
good.
Oh yeah, it was so tasty. She did this great like peanut sauce to go with it. Very good.
Yum. How do people get involved or find all of these recipes, the blogs, videos, anything with Chatham Harvesters?
So you can find us at chathamharvesters.com. We also have our Instagram at Chatham Harvesters. We're also on Facebook, Chatham Harvesters Cooperative. And if you ever wanted to reach out to me directly, you can find me at Miranda at chathamharvesters.com.
Miranda, thank you so much for your time today. And I can't wait to see you back at our winter markets. And the big party is happening October 7th.
This Saturday, September
Oh.
28th.
Early this year. Perfect.
Yes. September 28th, 4 to 7.
All right, everybody, if you're looking to meet the fishers and meet the people that are responsible for feeding you, I definitely suggest that you go be a part of the fam. And Miranda, thank you so much. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, Stephanie.
I love Miranda.
That
She
was
is
really
amazing.
cool. I'm writing Chatham Harvesters.
Oh, good. Perfect.
There we go. Okay, so we'll have it. Kind of gonna hook her up with Mari in Cape Cod. Down to
Yeah,
get
the
home
hardest
and
working
anywhere else.
humans, that they're just such a great group of humans, and they support everybody from the people eating their fish to the people. They drove to Farm Aid. Farm Aid asked for food, and
Really?
they drove it up to upstate New York
Wow.
and fed the entire crew and staff at Farm
Wow.
Aid.
That's
It's just
cool.
really, really cool. The involvement
Yeah.
that they're in, very neat. Talking about food a little bit, I saw, for people that are dealing with their cholesterol, high cholesterol, one of the a Harvard medical student
Mhm.
ate over 700 eggs in a month
I like eggs, but
to prove that it actually drops your cholesterol. It's not eggs, the whole egg, that is bringing up your cholesterol.
really,
It's your body's reaction to it. And they did. It was just a scientific month. I mean, that's a lot of eggs.
it's a lot of eggs. Yeah,
But he did lower his cholesterol level, probably because he's not eating anything else.
but eggs.
How is he eating this eggs? I didn't get into the whole thing,
Wow.
but it was aggressive. I know, you know, the people that are like, I'm only having egg whites because of my cholesterol. Not true. Good
Mhm.
morning, Jen, Michael, Kareen, Ricky, Jackie. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here live at Mashpee TV. And shout out to Justin, who made us this fabulous set. Chris Ball, who puts up with us endlessly. And you can watch all the action on what is happening in Mashpee on their HD channel, which is 1072. Now, if you don't get that channel and you're like, why is it not coming in? Maybe your box is not enabled. So you can call 1-800-COMCAST and they'll send somebody out for a fee, or you can just bring your box down to the Xfinity store and they'll swap it out for you.
Mhm. Good to know.
And then be watching in HD so your eyes feel fabulous.
Yeah,
1072.
But not us.
Not us.
No.
No. Not yet, Hank. We're not HD material yet. We're
No.
working our way on up.
No, well, we need makeup and
Oh my
hair
God.
and all kinds of things before
That is
before
too
we
funny.
can get on HD.
Too funny. I got to see Jen a little bit yesterday. She was sneaking out for a date night. She's got a very busy life. She's an E-for-all. She's our
Mhm.
car seat mama. She happened to
Yes.
be at Kids Day.
Yes.
And she's got her different various car
Mhm.
seat models that she's
Mhm.
got, and, you know, a busy family, and got to sneak out for a little bit of a date last night.
And where did she go? Did she
Well,
say-
we were at the Sandwich Taverna. It was very busy. We
Oh,
had
okay.
trivia.
You get a big crowd there.
It was a big crowd. We had a lot of teams, and it's like a big building.
Yeah.
So it's like spread, like I'm moving. And I walked by and I was like, do you want to play? Or are you guys on a date? And she's like, no, we're on a date. I'm like, all right, I'll leave you alone. So there's plenty of room in case you don't want to partake in any of our shenanigans.
To kind of sit in the corner.
Yeah,
Okay.
sit and actually enjoy your spouse for a little while and sneak out for a date.
Yeah. Very
I
cool.
know. Cliff and I have to do that. But
Mhm.
I'm running away this weekend.
You're running
so
away. Oh, you
I
were
know.
telling me this.
I know. So I'm leaving Saturday. I'll be back on Monday.
Mhm. So who's doing the mock? Just Cliff will be there on Sunday?
That's it. It's Cliff, it's Lauren, it's Cody, it's all the above.
Yep.
All hands on deck. Julia will be there back behind
Mhm.
at Knockabout. If you've not been to one of our farmers markets, time's a ticking. We've got a few extra special celebrations that are coming up, and we're at 4 Job's Fishing Road. It's right across from the library, that nice big field. The container bar for Knockabout is there. Thank you very much to all of our Mashpee Chamber members who are so supportive in everything that we do. I appreciate everybody on our board. They're really involved. And Mashpee Commons has been super great and supportive of what we're doing. And we're doing a lot more for this Christmas season.
Excellent.
I heard we're adding days now. And
Adding days?
Yeah, the market might be Saturday and Sunday.
Really? Wow.
I mean, go big or go home, Hank.
I guess. Wow, that's tremendous.
Right? Move over Oktoberfest. We've got our Christmas fest.
Well, you have how many applicants?
We had over 200.
Yeah.
And more are rolling in daily. So we're trying to make room for you and see, you know, what you've got. I'm excited to some fresh blood, some new stores, some baby businesses,
Right.
some people that have never ever sold any of their stuff before. I got so excited yesterday when the fishing vessel Victoria Grace called me and I was like, hey, happy Lobster Day. Do you got good news for me? And he's like, no, fishing season was awful this year. No lobsters for you. However, my girlfriend is now making jewelry and I'm like, okay.
All right. So how far down the lawn can you go?
We can use the whole thing.
We can use the whole thing.
Yeah, so we've got a meeting there to talk about Oktoberfest, which is happening with the Mashpee Rec Department. Mary and Cam do a really good job of organizing this fabulous day.
Mhm.
However, their rain day is on one of our Sundays.
Oh,
So we're talking about integrating them right now for like one big, huge Oktoberfest.
Right.
So, I mean, it's going to be a party regardless if it happens on Saturday or Sunday. But if
Right.
it's going to be Sunday, it's going to be cataclysmic.
cataclysm.
Right? An event for you not to miss is all I'm saying to you. What's coming up on lunch break with Hank?
Well, it's Thursday, so we count down the top movies of the week because it's date night.
Perfect.
Well, it's audition night, as I explain all the time. I don't know anything about this, of course, but as it has been explained, Thursday night date is an audition to see if you can get to Saturday.
Yeah.
So one of the things you may want to do is have somebody to go to a movie, and that's why we count down the top movies of the week. So at least you can call and make a suggestion. Hey, I hear this is a good movie. And the question is Beetlejuice still number one?
Oh, I still haven't seen it yet, which is crazy because I'm the biggest Beetlejuice fan.
Mariana's seen it twice. Megan has seen it once. They loved it.
Robert says, Hank and Steph, Between Two Ferns. We love it here at Mashpee TV. It's
Yes,
the best
we do.
set ever. Beetlejuice was one of the first movies that I ever watched on pay-per-view.
Really? Wow.
It was like a magical moment. Pay-per-view was like before it was just a couple of fights here and there.
Right.
Remember, it was
Yes.
not like once in a while. And then that was the first movie ever that
Right.
was on pay-per-view in my town. And I
Mhm.
begged my parents for it. And they said yes.
Right.
So I got the Beetlejuice, but
Boy,
it
you're
was,
old.
shut your mouth. That's funny. He's funny. Funny guy. We are out all over the place. Yes, it may be a rainy day, but we're still going to be at Cape Cod Winery. Robin is going to be over there for an early trivia. So if you want to go 4 to 6, sit under their beautiful tent. It's such a nice atmosphere on the shelves at Cape Cod Winery. Have a glass of frozen rosé and say goodbye to summer, or maybe have some of their fall offerings.
Frozen rosé?
Yeah, frosé.
Oh,
It's
okay.
delicious.
Okay.
It's like grown-up slushy.
Mhm.
We say yes to that. That is from 4 to 6 with Robin. Cliff is going to be over at 10 Pin Eatery for trivia, the visual trivia. Bree is out for audio trivia over at Cape Cod Beer. I'll be at the Hyannis Yacht Club today from 5 until 7. So we are literally all hands on deck today are out. If you're ever looking for entertainment, you can go to our website, eventsoncape.com. Our group on Facebook, Events on Cape Cod, is growing by the day. So please jump in and share your events. Not only our events, it's not always about us. There are other things going on. I do understand. Mary, thanks for joining us. Cheryl, good morning. And now I'm super hungry, Gloria says.
There you go. And don't forget Cape Cod Dining at Home and Anywhere Else, which is Mari's page, up over 6,000 members. Swap recipes, show pictures of what you're making. I actually bounced somebody from the page yesterday.
What happened? Oh, we had a good social media day for ourselves. I'm getting
Well,
yelled at for
someone
cover
kinda
photos,
someone
and you're
kinda
throwing
chimed-
people out.
Someone kind of chimed in. It was, ironically, it was a real estate company saying, anyone know of any homes for sale
Get outta
needing
here.
work on Cape Cod? And we actually the nice thing about our group is they're all very nice people.
Yeah.
We got several complaints
Oh, good.
came right to us and complaining. And I looked and I went, nope, this guy goes, "Oh,
See, it's nice not to have to watch the sheep all the time.
right, right.
We have plenty of herders in our group. I appreciate you all. Have a great day, everybody. I definitely have someone on the show tomorrow. I don't remember who, but we'll be back in our home studio and we will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great weekend, Hank.
You too. I'll see you, I'm sure, somewhere along the
Yeah,
line.
right? I'm always out. You can't avoid me. I'm a bad penny. Once again, thank you to Mashpee TV. Check out their HD channel at 1072. And don't forget to follow them on YouTube. You can take them with you everywhere you go, right in your little pocket. Subscribe, like to Mashpee TV and also to Lemonadio. We'll talk soon, everybody.
Okay, bye, kids.
Bye. Have a great day. And thank you to Today Real Estate for our pizza parking lot party last night.
Oh, it was a blast. We didn't have a chance to talk about that.